Supposedly, Hero Wars Dominion Era has had a cheating problem for a while now, even a couple of years, you could say. We've always thought, or maybe even assumed, if we could be so bold, but we never really knew for sure. But I think that very soon we will know. We will get an idea, and I'm very happy for it.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central, and in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about this post that came out to the social media a little while ago. I don't need to go over the whole thing. You guys can read it for yourself. Basically, there has been a concern for a very long time about the use of third-party programs in the map. Specifically was one of them, in the map, finding all the treasures, uncovering all of the locations, and additionally, during fights. And I don't know specifically which fights. It could be Arena, it could be Grand Arena, it could be other PvP fights like Guild Wars and Clash of Worlds, or it might just be in Asgard. The only one that we know 100% for certain that exists is in the city of Asgard. There are a couple of YouTubers that have been proudly displaying using third-party programs in order to reset fights in the city of Asgard, boss fights, specifically with Osh, in order to get a favorable critical hit result on Osh with the Cornelius team. It's really difficult to get the consistent critical hits that you need to do 1 billion damage on Osh if you don't have the ability to reset the fight. But beyond that, we are assuming that you can stop and reset fights elsewhere, including in PvP fights like Guild War, Clash of Worlds, in Arena, and stuff like that. But we don't really know for sure, right? We don't really know 100%. Well, about a month ago, they implemented some checks on the mobile version of the game, and now I'm glad to see that they're finally going to start doing something, or at least say they're going to start doing something about these cheating programs on Hero Wars Dominion Era. And one of the big concerns upcoming that we might have is Area of Conquest. Area of Conquest is that for guild PvP activity, there is supposedly, and again, I have no proof of any of this, I just hear from secondhand, supposedly there is a way to look at all of the enemy's defenses, even if you're not nearby. If you're not near the settlement, you're not supposed to be able to see the player that's on the settlement. You see their team and all of that. It's hidden, which is a little different than Arena and Grand Arena, where you can kind of see some of the teams that are there. But people were supposedly using third-party programs in order to look at those teams without actually being close, so that you can prepare a team to go and attack that from the castle. And, you can see where that would be an issue. Well, there are some that would say that some of the high numbers in the top players here, for example, 1.9 billion damage, 1.9, 1.8, 1.8 billion damage, there is some concern that these players are cheating. And I don't think that they are. I hope that they are not using programs to cheat and get these numbers, and then also getting 1,000 to 10,000 extra emeralds per week over the average player that isn't using such scripts. But we will know, right? We will know in a week or two, whenever the City of Asgard Cradle of the Stars comes back next week, if they continue to use these cheats that supposedly that they're using to get these high damage numbers. If they stick around, which I guess here's the flawed logic with this. If they stick around, either one, they're not cheating, or two, Nexters isn't doing anything about it, and we'll never know which it is. But I personally hope that these players have gotten they've gotten it figured out. They've gotten the damage output. They've gotten the damage where it needs to be without having to cheat. And I'm always an optimistic whenever I'm coming down to things like this. So I hope that that's not, I hope that they don't get banned. I hope they don't get their accounts taken away, because it's it's a lot of effort, a lot of time and money spent on this game. And, if they do show up in a week or two, unfortunately, if they do show up in a week or two and their damage numbers are not 1.9 billion, but like closer to, I don't know, the 500 million, maybe. I mean, these players probably are as well. They just don't have it the timing down pat. Um, if hypothetically they are cheating and they all decide to not cheat, we'll probably see all of these numbers drop down, right? We'll probably will. But does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. Yes, they're getting more emeralds than us. Yes, they're getting more, eternal seeds and greater insignia. But after a while, that stuff doesn't matter. The resources don't really matter because you have all of the heroes leveled up and maxed out. You're just waiting on new heroes and stuff to come out. You just, instantly level them up. And really, what's the big deal? Again, I for one hope that they are not cheating. I think that it'd be huge for the community if they were not cheating. That way, we could see that stuff like this is possible without using cheats, and people could finally shut up about it. People complain to me weekly about these players, and over on web, it's even worse. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with all of this. I really am. I think that there are some other scripts that run things like opening tower chests and running the dungeon that make the game easier to play. I think that a lot of people will quit if they don't have access to those. Basically, there are scripts that let you, open the game and start, and it runs through and it does all your dailies for you. It clicks everywhere for you and it does all of that. I don't know how they detect stuff like this. I'm not a software guy, but those players probably will quit, if they don't have the ability to play the game without actually playing the game. And obviously, if people are cheating in Guild War and Clash of Worlds and the arena rankings, then we want those out of here as well. So, we'll start seeing some warnings probably in the next week or two, if not sooner. But, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about cheaters, if they impact you or not. Don't forget that we live stream Monday through Friday, whenever I'm here, I guess. Hope to see all of you there at our next live stream. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.